Welcome to the first part of my walkthrough for Resident Evil Revelations 2, my friends. In this walkthrough, I'll be showing you how to obtain S rank on every single chapter of the game, and I will also be showing you the location of all the collectibles, Kafka drawings, emblems. You'll find them all here, and there are quite a few of them to collect. And I'm also doing a giveaway for this game. I'll be giving away gift card codes with the same value that the game costs, and I'll be announcing one winner per episode. So next week, when the second episode comes out and I make a walkthrough for that episode, I'll announce the first winner. Then when episode 3 comes out, I'll announce a second winner, and so on and so on. If you want to participate, make sure you leave a comment on the video page and mention your gaming system, your country, and also share your thoughts about Resident Evil Revelations 2. And just keep participating, because I'm always happy to discuss the plotline, the story, the gameplay, everything with you guys, just like we did with Resident Evil Remake. So I'm going to be playing on survival difficulty, of course, and I'm just going to let the intro start, and I'll be back once the gameplay begins. Let's do this.
Bioterror. The world lives with it. You live with it. Viruses are stolen, re-engineered, misused with tragic results. And who are you supposed to trust? Politicians who sell their souls for a few votes? CEOs who betray consumers for a quick buck? Count on us instead. We're above the politics, always watching, always ready to face the threat head on. We are the unflinching mop that sops up the evils of bioterrorism and chemical warfare. They call us Terra Save. Because tear doesn't have to end with a wrist.
Hey guys.
Redfield.
Oh, hi, Claire.
Hey! Hey, Claire!
Moira. Welcome to the club.
Reporting for duty, Ms. Redfield. When do the hazings start?
Cut it out. We've been friends for how long?
Long enough that I'm allowed to give you shit.
Psst. Claire, could you,
What's up, Neil?
Something's going down in Washington. Did you hear anything?
What, the new virus? Come on. You know Tricella's history, right? Hello?
Hey, that Barry Burton's girl?
Yep. Moira started today. But you've got to be careful if you're going to mention
Her and her dad? Oh yeah, emotional minefield.
Okay. You did your homework. What other horrible invasions of privacy have you gotten there?
Hey, I gotta look out for Terra Save. We have our enemies. Anyway, good luck breaking her in.
She's not a horse. Bye. Uh-oh. What'd he do this time?
Fucking Barry. Every time I ask him anything, he pushes back. I wouldn't even be here if I listened.
coming with us.
No! There must be some kind of...
So just like in Resident Evil Code Veronica, Claire finds herself locked up inside a cell. The only difference is that in Code Veronica she put up a much better fight before she was captured. Then again, she was battling Umbrella employees, and we know that Umbrella workers aren't very smart. So maybe these soldiers are a lot more competent than the Umbrella employees. Let's move on ahead now and reunite with our sidekick.
Oh my god, Claire!
Moira, are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Claire! Oh, I remember. Hey, take it easy. I mean, what in a moist
talking.
barrel of fox is... Oh, Claire, I just want to go home.
It's okay. We're gonna get out of here.
Be prepared to witness Claire shushing Moira quite a lot in this chapter. You see, Moira Burton, not only does she talk a lot, but she also curses a lot. I think in her spare time she might be a YouTube Let's Player, you know, because you can either find a curse at the beginning, the middle or the end of her sentences almost all the time. But she will be our support for this chapter. Her role is to find hidden items and also blind the enemies with her flashlight, which we are going to collect right now.
This could come in handy.
Guess I'm on night duty.
And Moira can also hit a few melee attacks. In fact, she can do a combination with Claire that works really well against the weaker enemies. And I'll demonstrate it a little bit later on. For now, we're just going to keep on moving ahead. Don't worry about the cutscenes because to my knowledge they don't affect the time that it takes for you to complete the chapter.
Okay. Careful. Stand back.
So let's just keep dragging this thing forward. And look at that. This guy somehow comes from an invisible hole in the ground and attacks Claire. Unfortunately, you can't avoid taking damage here. You just have to keep striking him with the knife and eventually he will go away. But he really does appear out of nowhere.
What the fuck? That was close.
Let's keep moving now. And Moira, you could help Claire push this shelf, but I guess she's not interested in doing so. And now let's keep moving on ahead. You know, Claire, you had more than enough time to stab that monster in the neck and save poor Gina, but oh well. Let's keep going after them. We just have to keep following them here. And now we're going to go through this gate right here and move on to the next area. Finally, Moira decides to help out.
Gina.
Little eyes. Oh, God.
Did you know her?
Yeah. She's with TerraSave. Why would anyone do this?
So Gina Foley is actually Rachel Foley's sister. Remember Rachel Foley? She was one of the enemies that you faced in Resident Evil Revelations 1. So apparently Gina Foley suffers the same fate that her sister did. I wonder if she will come back as a monster later on in a future episode. I wouldn't be surprised. Now we're going to keep running on ahead. And there are a few items to pick up here. A couple of gemstones. So check this drawer right here. A ruby, very nice. We can use the points that these items give us to upgrade our characters and unlock new skills for them.
Alright, we made it. Key's over there.
And now let's go down and pick up the key.
This place reeks. Shit, what's that sound?
The key's gone.
Are you gonna use that?
It's more reliable than any person.
If you say so.
Okay, so now we need to switch to Moira.
It could be anywhere. It's too dark to
Just
see.
point the flashlight
Shine the
up.
light around.
You press triangle to switch characters, and now Claire
It's out of reach.
is going to shoot it down. We need to switch back to Claire once again and be ready, because we're going to have our first encounter with an enemy, and there's a collectible to obtain in this area. So as soon as this guy steps out, point Moira's flashlight towards his face, and I'll quickly run inside, pick up the handgun, ammunition, and point to the wall, and there's your first Kafka drawing. Now we can start climbing up. Let's see if I can get out of here. Nope, the guy knocks me down. This will happen a lot, but we can try once again. Unfortunately, when your character is climbing a ladder, the enemy can climb up at the same time and knock your character back down. You don't take any damage, but it can be a little bit annoying. Let's get out of here. I don't really need to fight this guy. He won't follow us across the room. And now, dodge. Remember to use the dodge button, press the circle button and then the direction in which you want to dodge. It's actually a little bit more simple to dodge in this game than it was in the original Resident Evil Revelations. And now let's keep moving on ahead. So as you see, press circle and the left analog stick to dodge. And now we're going to wait for the next enemy to come into this room, and we're going to dodge him before we make our escape. Dodge to the side or to the back, depending on how he attacks, and now we can quickly run to the exit.
Follow me! Yeah, right!
Just keep running. There's a green herb inside one of these cells, but there's also a bunch of enemies here. There's no point in fighting them. And now before you leave, turn around and point to the emblem there, and there's your first emblem, the first tower emblem. There are 8 emblems total to collect, but we'll collect a few of them with Barry. There's actually only 2 missable emblems in Claire's campaign for the first chapter.
No, I really don't. Sorry, I don't do firearms. Not after what happened.
Shit, I'm sorry. I forgot. Maybe we can find you something else.
No, I'll just be on flashlight duty or something. It's fine.
Okay, so now that we have control over Moira once again, we're going to obtain the crowbar here, and we're going to point the flashlight to the wall here to find the second Kafka drawing. As you can see, this is pretty much Moira's goal here, is to find hidden objects and also do a few combination attacks with Claire. And now there are a few more hidden objects that we can find in this room with Moira. And this is actually going to conclude the first part of the walkthrough, my friends. In the next chapter, in the next part, I'm going to complete Claire's episode. I am really excited to play as Barry later on. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series. Participate in the giveaway if you want. And I'll see you all later. Take care, my friends.